Hey, do you ever notice that every year when the leaves start turning colors like this, you start to freak out because kids start to be missing and you're starting to wonder, oh my gosh, is my concert actually going to happen? Can we pull it together and will we be missing children? Yeah, I've been there. Totally been there. I'm Sky Quinman, and I'm the creator of BucketDrumming101.com and also percussion based stress reduction. So, today, what we're going to be talking about is concert attendance. And there are a lot of things that I have done in my career to really boost concert attendance. And one of those is, I'm super big on accountability and responsibility and taking ownership. We're going to talk about that another day because no amount of accountability can make up for the fact that, there's like cold and flu stuff going around. And so we're going to talk about that part of things today, helping kids stay healthy during the cold and flu season so that you have really high attendance at your concerts. So in my career, I've taught over 3,000 students, and I've only ever had 3 students miss a performance, and never once was that due to illness. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I've done that. So the first thing is, I secretly kind of sneak in some information about how to eat healthy food into my curriculum. So it's no secret that when I teach rhythms, I use words to do that. Now, some of those words that we can use are actually healthy foods. And so we start to get those things into the consciousness of our kids, and then they start craving things like blueberries. So, for example, when I teach kids, I learned this from April, who is our personal relations expert at BucketDrumming101.com and also our event coordinator. She was telling me about an easy way to explain antioxidants. And so that's basically you take an apple, and we use apple, 2/8 notes for kids, apple. And she said if you cut an apple and it starts to turn brown, that's oxidation. And when things oxidize, they oxidize inside of our body. That's what aging is, or getting sick is. And so if we eat antioxidants, it keeps the apple from turning brown, or it keeps our body from getting, like old and breaking down. And so that's one really fun, easy way to explain that to kids, depending on, their grade level and what they understand. And, of course, it's not our job as music teachers to be teaching anything about nutrition. But the truth is, these kids usually aren't getting that other places. They might, and that would be awesome, but not always. What nutrition class are they getting? And, are their parents even around enough to be able to teach them these things? So you teach them about apples and oxidation. They start thinking about their body. And we do that in a little sneaky way, just through our state standards of teaching them actual rhythms. It's a little 20-second little fun fact session. Now, another way that you probably know, I teach one anda, dun 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 dun. I teach that with the word blueberry, 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 blueberry. And so when I talk to them about blueberries, we talk about blueberries being an antioxidant. We talk about wild blueberries being this super powerful, super smart but small, small but smart, actually, I think is how I say it. Really cool thing, just like you, the kids, you're small but smart. And so when we eat wild blueberries, they go into our bodies, and they are so smart that they know how to find anything in our body that needs healing and helps our body to heal it. Aren't blueberries an awesome thing that we should be eating? And I have a whole script for this. If you're just like, wait, Sky, I don't remember that, and I really want to use it, that was good. I have it all written out for you on BucketDrumming101.com. If you go to, just click at the top, click blog, you're going to find this. I think it's called Concert Attendance, How to Keep Kids Healthy, or something like that during cold and flu season. And so I have the whole script for you there on how to talk to kids about blueberries in their bodies. And it's really fun. The kids really love it. But there's also some other foods there that we use as well, that are rich in vitamin C and things that help you clear up your nose and throat. Just little fun facts. Can you imagine if you learned that as a kid and you're like, wow, my second grade music teacher taught me that next time my nose is congested, eat this food. And it's like just one of those silly things that you get to go along with them forever, which I really love. So another way to keep your students healthy during, this winter concert season, the cold and flu season, is using essential oils in your classroom. Now, I have done this for years. My partner has done this for years, who's also a band director. I have all of my colleagues now are using essential oils in the classroom because it is such a powerful thing. So there are many different brands that you can go with. It's really, really important, though, that you make sure you know the cleanliness of it, the grade of it, because there's no real federal regulations on essential oils. So anybody can put anything on a shelf at what's called a health food store even. I've even seen them at Home Depot, which is strange. But that's a store we have here in America that sells lumber. But what I find interesting and sad is that people can put all sorts of things in essential oils and call them natural, and you really want to make sure you know what that is. So you want to have a company that is completely transparent with exactly every single thing that is in their essential oil. You also want to make sure that it is pure, absolutely pure. Nothing else is in there but the exact essential oil from those plants. Now, here's what essential oils can do. They can clean the air, they can clean surfaces, and they can promote a healthy immune system. So there's a brand that my partner actually researched, because it's really important that you do your research. And I am not, I like to research, but not as much as my partner does. So this is what we found is doTERRA, and we've been using this for years. doTERRA has a blend called On Guard. And On Guard has wild orange, clove buds, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus leaf, rosemary leaf. All of those plants are really amazing for supporting your immune and respiratory health. So we can use that to diffuse into the air and clean the air, because seriously, I mean, coughs and sneezes and those snotty kids and all of that, like washing your hands can only go so far, right? So I diffuse On Guard in the air all year long, and that's one of the biggest ways that I have had amazingly healthy students. Now, my partner in her classroom, she started diffusing it, and when that happened, and the reason was honestly because she had been missing about 10 kids from every class, and she had her winter concert coming up. This was years ago, and she was like, that is going to be 40 to 50 kids missing from my concert, and she was freaking out. So she was desperate, and she started to diffuse On Guard, and the numbers of kids missing each day started to go down to the point it got to her concert, and instead of missing 40 to 50 kids, she was only missing 5. So it was like, whew, okay. So I started diffusing it in my classroom as well, and I used, other essential oils we can talk about another time to help calm kids down, because I was having trouble at one of my schools after lunchtime. So we can talk about that another time. But anyway, we really recommend doTERRA's brand because it's pure therapeutic grade. They're very transparent. There's actually a lot number on the bottom that you can actually go see all of the research, the testing, the lab testing that's been done on this exact batch to know exactly what's in it. And I love that. We should all be transparent about everything. And this blend is just awesome. But here's what I really love about it. So hand sanitizers, we have them all over our schools, right? But just like our gut, we have healthy gut bacteria, like the good guys, and then we have the bad bacteria, the bad guys. That's why whenever you take antibiotics and it kills everything, they say eat yogurt, eat yogurt, eat yogurt, because it has live cultures in it that will build up your good guys again. I'm vegan, so I don't actually eat that kind of yogurt, but or take antibiotics actually. But that's what they say, and the reason is because you can't kill everybody, because then you don't have the good guys either. We have that kind of bacteria on our skin too. So if we use that hand sanitizer all the time that's full of toxic chemicals and it dries out your skin, we're actually killing the good guys. So now we're killing off our only chance at fighting anything that we do come in contact with. So that's what I love about this. Is super dorky, I know. They make an On Guard hand sanitizer too. I go everywhere with this. I've even sprayed it on kids' drumsticks, because I'm like, dude, I just watched you eat your snot and now you're touching drumsticks. Ain't gonna happen. And so I'll spray it on there, but it's actually moisturizing. And it smells like Christmas, which is really cool. So that's really cool too. And I'll have a link to that. You can get it from anybody. If you know a doTERRA person, go get it. And if you're like, I have no idea, this is not a commercial. I'm not going to force you to get it. But if you want to get it from someone on the Bucket Drumming 101 team, because we all use it here, I'll have that link for you at bucketdrumming101.com. If you click on blog and you find this blog article, it'll be in there, as well as some other tips, of course, as well. So that's essential oils in the classroom. That is something definitely that I recommend for every single teacher I ever work with. And whenever I go do a clinic, I actually bring my diffuser with me and I diffuse oils in there. And the teachers are always shocked at how much it changed the kids' state, because I'll start the diffuser hours before I actually give a clinic. And the teacher will be like, the kids didn't even know you were coming, or it's a totally different class, but they were chill. What was that? And I'm like, well, that would be aromatherapy. So anyway, love myself some essential oils. Now, the last thing is self-care. So self-care is really important for us because, the better we take care of ourselves, the better we can serve our students. Got it, of course. But the cool thing that I love about this is that when we practice self-care, even if it's just as simple as going outside at our school, leaving our cell phone in the classroom, taking a deep breath, and looking at a tree for a minute and just thinking, gosh, I wonder how old you are and all the storms that you've withstood. That takes 15 seconds, but doing that and then coming inside, here's where the magic happens. Coming inside and telling our students what we did and why we did it, That is powerful because students are absorbing, these kids, they're absorbing every single thing around them, and every single thing that we should model for them, every single thing that we show them and then we tell them and we explain to them, they just want to soak it up. So if we say, it makes me feel really good sometimes to calm down and to just feel like, whew, I'm myself again. If I leave my cell phone in another room and I go outside and I just notice something I didn't notice before, that is magical. Can you imagine what our world will look like if, even just your 30 students or your 600 students, are growing up to think about these things, to think about, I think I can leave my cell phone in the classroom just for a minute and go notice something in nature. That is going to calm down so many stress systems. Another thing you can do is take a deep breath at the beginning and end of class, everybody together. Now, there's a lot of different types of breathing. The one that I like to do with kids is taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And there's actually a reason. It has to do with Chinese medicine and meridians and stuff that is why I do it that way. But I have found that has really helped kids to really calm down. If you want to geek out with me on that, send me a message and I'm happy to share it with you. But I'll spare everybody else here who's like, wait, Chinese what? So that's what I do. I use essential oils in the classroom. I keep everybody calmed down, and I serve as a role model to them on how to take care of myself and honor myself. And I also trick them into learning things about eating healthy food by teaching them rhythms with using words that are based on healthy food. I hope this has been helpful. You can find a lot more information. This has been a very condensed version at bucketdrumming101.com. Click on the blog, find concert attendance, how to keep your students healthy during the cold and flu season. And I really look forward to chatting with you again soon. If you have any ideas, you have any questions, send them my way. We'll talk again soon. Bye.